Finally, January 2025 has arrived and the new year came in with a bang, so there couldn't be a better time to equip your car with one of the best dash cameras that's available in the Indian market right now. So in this video, I've compiled a list of the top 10 dash cameras which you can take a look at, which you can consider before you actually make that purchase decision. That being said, if you still haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, hit that subscribe button right now and smash that like button. You're watching Travel Tech. Let's get started. So I've divided this video into two simple categories. The first category is the most value for money dash cams. Only 2 dash cams come in that list. And the second category is the rest of the dash cams, the remaining 8 dash cameras. So without wasting your time, let's start off straight away with the most value for money dash cam segment. I'm talking about the Redtiger F77, the newly launched Redtiger F77 coming with a dual 4K resolution backed by dual starvis 2 IMX678. There is no other dashcam combo that exists in the way the F77 does. Not only does this provide you a dual 4K dual starvis 2, you also get a free hardwire kit, you get an 18-month warranty, you get a built-in 128GB eMMC storage. All this coming at a price of, guess what, 26,000 rupees. That's tremendously value for money for a dual 4K dual starvis 2 IMX678 sensor backed camera. There couldn't be a better value for money deal except for the Redtiger F77. And if you're interested in grabbing this deal before it goes out of stock, go ahead, click down on the description. You'll find the link right there. Do not waste your time. Just go grab this camera. That being said, I'll be bringing up a detailed review video of the F77 as well as soon as I get my hands on it. Moving on to the next best option, the second most value for money camera that exists out there, has been one of the most popular dash cams for the year 2024. And I'm talking about the 70mm A510. You all know about this. You have heard a lot about this on my channel, and most of you have even bought it as well. So the 70mm A510 reigns supreme under the 15,000 price bracket because there is no other camera which offers more value for money within that segment except for the A510. The primary reason being it gives you a starvis 2 sensor, a dual channel option under the 15,000 segment. This is a 1944p camera backed by the starvis 2 IMX675, gives you a rear camera, provides you GPS, ADAS and even a screen. What more could you ask for? So if your budget cannot extend beyond 15K and you have limited yourself to that price point, the A510 is the most ideal and the easy choice for you. So these two dash cameras offer immense value for money. The Redtiger F77 at a price range of about 25,000 and the 70mm A510 coming at a price of about 14 to 15,000 rupees. Both these dash cameras should be your go-to choices if you have that kind of a budget. That being said, let's move on to the next category, the rest remaining top 8 cameras that are available in the Indian market. Starting off the list with the cheapest camera in this list, I'm talking about the Nexdigitron Prime Plus. So this is available in a dual channel mode and a triple channel mode. The dual channel coming at a price of 12 to 13K and the triple channel coming at a price of 14 to 15,000 rupees. Now the speciality of this camera is that it's India's first modular base dash cam and also gets the previous gen flagship sensor from Sony, the starvis IMX415 for the front camera. So the front camera shoots 4K resolution and the interior and the cabin camera shoot a full HD resolution. It gets a screen, it gets GPS, it gets parking monitoring features and all the standard bells and whistles you could expect in a dash camera. So based on the lines of the Nexdigitron Prime Plus, there is another triple channel dash cam which is kind of one of the most value for money in that particular segment. I'm talking about the Redtiger F17 dash camera coming at a price of about 15 to 16,000. There's no dual channel variant to it. This is a straight up triple channel variant and I particularly like this camera a lot simply because of the quality this provides, especially in the interior and the cabin camera. This dashcam too gets a front 4K and a dual full HD resolution for the interior and the rear. It gets a 5.8 GHz Wi-Fi with a 3-inch screen. It gets GPS, gets WDR, that's wide dynamic range, and also supports parking mode. This camera along with other Redtiger dash cameras also gets a free hardwire kit if you use the purchase link which are provided in the description below. So if you're someone who is buying a dash camera specifically to have parking monitoring and also to have a lot of coverage around the car, that's a triple channel variant, the Redtiger F17 should be your choice using the link in the description below. So moving on to the next option, that's the fifth camera in this list, Although it's relatively older to other cameras, this one really holds its ground really well. I'm talking about the 70mm A510, and this is the cheapest starvis 2 based 4K camera which you can buy in the market right now. So this is a dual channel setup providing you a starvis 2 IMX678 4K front and a full HD at the rear. Gets all the bells and whistles and all the settings and options which you can find in the A510 as well, and adds a bit more to it. You do get a larger screen on the A810 compared to the A510 and many other aspects which I've covered in a detailed review video as well. You can go ahead and check that video out. I've compared the A810 and the A510 directly in every single aspect. That's one video we should definitely check out if these two cameras are under your radar. So moving on to the next option, this is one camera which I've been really looking forward to take a look at and to make a review video on. Coming at a price of about 24,000 to 25,000 rupees, this is probably the only starvis 2 based 4K mirror dash cam. I'm talking about the Wolfbox G900 Pro, and the specs and the features which I've seen till date looks pretty good, looks pretty satisfying for the price this dash camera comes at. Of course, I'll be getting this camera pretty soon in my hand in my studio, and I'll be taking a deep look at it. But for what it's worth, I really do think if you're someone who is looking to buy yourself a mirror dash cam, getting a starvis 2 backed 4K camera would be an ideal choice, and the Wolfbox G900 Pro definitely comes in that list. So this is a feature packed dashcam, and coming at a price of about 25,000, this would have been my choice if I was looking for a mirror dashcam. So moving on to the next option in this list, the 7th camera which I would want you guys to take a look at is the Vantrue N5. So what's so special about this camera is that this is the world's first quad channel or a 4-channel dashcam. So if you thought 3-channel was too much, welcome to the 4-channel camera. So 4-channel setup giving you all round 360-degree protection, coming at a price of about 35,000 rupees. Definitely a choice to consider. The Vantrue N5 gets the starvis 2 sensor for the front and shoots 2.7K resolution along with full HD resolution for the interior, rear and the cabin rear camera. It also gets voice control, gets GPS, gets parking mode, gets 5 GHz Wi-Fi and supports memory cards up to 512 GB. I've made a very super detailed review video of the Vantrue N5. You can of course take a look at that review video before you want to decide on this, but I would definitely consider the N5 considering this offers the complete 360-degree coverage. I mean more than 360-degree because most cameras will kind of like overlap their views. So quad channel setup would be a dream setup, and what more you could ask for other than the Vantrue N5 in that particular aspect. That being said, let's move on to the next option, the 8th camera in this list, the previous king of dash cameras. I'm talking about the VIOFO A229 Pro. So previously this was available only in a dual or a triple channel variant, but VIOFO has thought something different and they've introduced even the single front only variant as well. So if you are kind of very tight on your budget and you are inclined to buy a VIOFO camera, the front only variant would be an ideal choice, coming at a price of I think close to 28,000 to 30,000 rupees for the front, 35,000 rupees for the dual and about 40,000 for the triple channel variant. The VIOFO A229 Pro represents the pinnacle of dashcam technology, and VIOFO has built a really good camera. I personally tested it out extensively and it lives up to its name, providing you a dual starvis 2 setup in the dual channel variant and an additional starvis back cabin camera in the triple channel variant. This camera is simply a dream camera. Every aspect, every feature of this camera is well polished, fine-tuned, and you won't be disappointed with the kind of quality, the kind of features, extensive list of features the VIOFO A229 Pro provides. I have made lots of videos on the A229 Pro, so I wouldn't be getting into the detail of the features of the A229 Pro in this video. You can take a look at the review video, which you'll find the link in the description, but I would surely recommend the A229 Pro if you have that kind of a budget of close to 30,000 to 40,000 rupees. You cannot get a better camera in that particular range. And based on the similar lines of the A229 Pro, VIOFO just upped the game a bit and brought in the newly launched VIOFO A329, unseating the A229 Pro to grab the title of being the best dash camera in the world. And why is it the best? Because this camera can do what no other can. It can shoot native 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. It has an external SSD support up to 4 terabytes, so you're not tied by any small size memory card. It can project the videos directly from the dashcam to your smart TV, to your monitor, to your car display. It has USB 3.0, it's got industry's first Wi-Fi 6 standards, and it has still got a long list of features for which I've made close to a 1 hour extensive detailed review video of the A329. I would recommend you should check out that video if you are interested in looking at what best VIOFO can offer, at what best dashcam technology has to offer in 2025. There's nothing more to say about this camera except for the fact that even I personally am using the VIOFO A329 in my car. What more you can ask for? So if you want what's best available out there and you don't have any sort of a limit on the kind of budget you want to spend on a dashcam, the VIOFO A329 is a close your eyes and pick up deal. That being said, let's move on to the last camera in this list, the 10th dashcam, which I would like to talk about. It's kind of a controversial camera right here, and if you probably guessed it right, it's the Thinkware T700. Well, you just recently saw the review video of the T700 on my channel, and let me tell you one thing, this camera is not for everyone. For the fact that this camera comes at a price of 50,000 rupees, yes, you heard it right, it comes at a price of 50k. I mean, half of the people just turn away looking at the price. So why should you get this camera at all? This camera is for those specific people who have a very specific requirement, and that requirement is to have a remote live monitoring in both parking mode and in driving mode. So irrespective of the car status, if it is either parked or if somebody else is driving car, if you want to take a look at your car, what's going on in and around the car in both these circumstances, the T700 can do the job very easily. So this is the first camera which I've reviewed on my channel which supports a 4G LTE SIM, which means you are always connected to the dashcam via the internet, and you can monitor your car, you monitor your dashcam from anywhere around the world. You just need to be connected to the internet, that's all. So one of the most important requirements most people ask me is that what if some car bumps into my car when it's parked in the parking lot? How should I know that? The T700 has you covered in that aspect as well. So if some other car bumps into yours, you get an instant notification on your smartphone. This is called as impact detection, and you can even get to see the video of what happened from both front and the rear cameras. Not only does this camera give you impact notifications, you can also find out the location of your car. So if you parked your car at a new place and you kind of tend to forget where you parked it, maybe in a large parking lot, you can easily find its location using the live location system present within this dashcam. The T700 has many other such connected features which you should be checking out if you have that kind of a requirement, if you're someone who specifically needs those features. Other than that, there's nothing very special to talk about the video quality of this camera. It offers just a 1080p resolution from both front and the rear, but for the 4G LTE connected features, this camera offers a definite must buy for those specific set of people, and this is not for everyone. So that's it. These are the top 10 dash cameras which I would recommend in the month of January 2025, and you should definitely take a look at all of these cameras and choose one of these, because you can't go wrong with the list which I've provided you. If you have any doubts or queries regarding any of these cameras, you can write that down in the comments, and you can even take a look at the detailed review videos of each of these cameras which are already brought up on my channel. The links to those videos will be provided in the description, along with the purchase links for all of these cameras will be given right there. And if you do understand and recognize the effort, the hard work that goes into making these kinds of videos, go ahead, hit that subscribe button right now, smash that like button, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.